Crossroads Podcast 51
Damn.
with my brother from another mother,
Yes, sir.
Jamesy boy.
Back
James,
at it.
you're a man now.
I just turned into a man.
Overnight, I don't know. No, sometimes I still feel like I'm like the 15-year-old kid still. You ever feel that way?
I was just over at my cousin's. I was talking to her about how these kids that I'm working with, they're like 20 years old and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just weird because you don't really think about it at first. You know, you're like, oh, what's up, dude? You just like, kind of seems like they might be someone that might be your friend or, you know, like, but then you're like, oh shit, I'm fucking like 10 or 12 years older than you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It is kind of weird because they like people say, oh, age is just a number. But there is that like generational thing where it's like, oh yeah, you know, when I grew up, there was like, we played the Super Nintendo.
Yep.
Or these shows were on TV. And then like the next generation later, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I think it's cool though, because like, I don't know, man. You've seen Vsauce, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He does a whole video on it. I think it Juvenoia, he calls it, just like people just being paranoid about the next generation, you know. But his reasoning was that anyone who is like lives long enough to have kids and get to an age where like you could see that next generation coming up with new shit, they have that instilled in them that the way they did things was the right way because that's what led to them surviving, you know.
Right.
So like every generation, I mean, I just think it's funny though, because it is like that. It's like every single generation does the same exact thing for like thousands of years.
Yeah, it is pretty weird to think about how long we've been regenerating.
I know, but it's also weird that it's like, I was thinking about this too, just like thinking, but just how like, you know, some shit that happens to other people seems kind of obvious, and you're like, yeah, dude, of course that shit happened. Like happens
Like
all
what?
the time. Just anything in life, you know, like, oh, this bitch cheated on me. I can't fucking believe it, you know.
Oh yeah. Just normal life stuff.
Yeah, but like when it happens to you, you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like nobody knows what I'm going through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's just the same old shit that's been happening for fucking since the beginning of time.
It's one of those things too where it's like for example, I don't know if I was talking about this before. Like it makes me think of like the human trafficking stuff where it's like, yo, this stuff is like, I don't want to think about that. Like it's not happening in my immediate life, but you hear about it in like the news or scary stories on the internet.
Right.
But unless it like happens to you, it doesn't like affect you. And like, did I tell you, I know somebody that they were saying that their cousin is down in Las Vegas and got caught up in a sex ring.
No, I don't think you told me that.
Yeah, dude. And just like, you know, like they got her, you know, basically kind of held hostage. Like they got her ID and just strung out on drugs. And
Damn.
And it's like, oh man, that is still a reality out there that, you know, people, we kind of brush it under the rug because we might be like, that's not real or something.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I don't know. I'll sit and think about shit. And if you just think about all the fucked up shit that's going on, it's like mad depressing, you know?
Oh, for sure. And my, when I'd go through those dark phases in life, maybe abusing substances, my phone feed would be like constantly, you know, like if your TikTok algorithm gets caught on those type of things,
yeah,
it's just like really unhealthy for the mind.
For sure. Yeah. It's I remember I was thinking about this the other day. I remember my little sister was like, she must have been, I don't know, 5 or something, super young.
Mm-hmm.
And the news was on and something crazy. I think it might have been Hurricane Katrina, actually.
Mm-hmm.
This is how long ago this was. Um, and she thought it was like a movie, when the news was on. And my mom or someone was explaining to her, like, no, that's actually happening. This is the news.
Right.
The news is real. but I was thinking about that the other day, like, man, she was kind of right. Like, she just thought it was a movie, like it's on TV, so it must be fake,
Right. Yeah, fake news nowadays, where it's like, that's the thing that's scariest about this world too, is where it's like so hard to tell, what's real or what's fake. Like, I've seen AI stuff on my TikTok feed. It was like, look what the AI can do to change somebody's facial expressions.
Mhm.
They can be like, I could be telling you a story like, yo man, today, the weather was rainy, and I was driving to the store or something, but the AI could make me look like, oh yeah, I'm really happy, or sad or mad. And
Yep,
no, it just is like, could totally change the like demeanor of some, I don't know, like a news broadcast or anything.
for sure.
A dang AI.
Dang AI.
I'm not totally against it, not or nothing, but you know
Yeah, I don't even know, dude.
you got the virtual reality thing now, right?
Dude, yeah, I haven't even done anything with it yet. Like, I literally just opened it up and turned
You
it
got it right
on.
next to you.
Yeah, it was updating.
Oh.
So all I did was like go through a couple menus and like entered my Wi-Fi,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a trip, dude. It's so weird because so I turned it on with it on my head first, and the
Mm-hmm.
controllers were sitting over here, and it was just like this white blank room, but you could see the controllers floating. So I'm like
Uh-huh.
sitting here trying to reach for them, and like you can't see your arms, which is a trip too, because you're like invisible. You're like, is this what it feels like to be a ghost? It's a trip, dude. So yeah, I haven't even done anything with it yet. I'm just setting it up.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to try it.
Wait,
Beat
how much was
Saber
that?
400.
$400. Yeah, that's something I've been thinking about getting my son.
It's pretty dope, man. I'm sure you could probably find like, because that's like the 256 gigabyte. I can't remember what the other one was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you could probably find one used or refurbished or something for like a pretty good price.
Nice. Yeah, sometimes nowadays I'm like, fuck, I'll just get the new one. When it comes to computer stuff,
Yeah.
I've been like, God, dude,
I've been wanting one
technology.
for a minute. Yeah, dude. Like shit like that, you might as well buy brand new,
Yeah, just technology. I don't know. You never
Yeah.
know. I'm not sure how the virtual reality system works. I tested one time at a buddy's house, and from what my experience was all the room was black and white. I could see things in the room, but there was like a cylinder grid portal. And once I stepped into the portal, I was on like a spaceship.
Right.
And then I put the hand things on, and then I could see the character's hands, my
Mhm.
avatar or whatever,
Right.
But it was so weird the way it made my arms feel like I was actually in the game.
Yeah.
And I was, walking around. I was like, holy, I only played like 1 minute of it. I fell right off the edge.
That's it's a trip because like I was saying, all I was doing was like in the menu and entering information and shit. But it actually does feel like you're in that space. It's not like you're just seeing something in front of your eyes like a screen. Like, yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's weird,
immersive.
bro. Fucking yeah. I just can't believe I've never even like tried it before. Never even put one on.
They've been out for years now, right? Like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, I think it's cool. I can see how it could. When I took myself out of it, I know I was even like a little like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I could see how, if you sit in this thing for an hour, I mean, intense gamers could be in that thing for like 8 hours.
And just forget that you're in there.
Yeah, dude, because they might be watching some porn.
Yeah. They might be. They for
They
sure
probably are. Yeah, they definitely are.
Dude, I'm stoked to try what's it called? It's like Second Life.
Hmm.
Um
Oh, is it
VR
like
VR chat, I think it's called.
oh, so you can actually, is it like almost like a social media type thing,
Yeah,
but in a virtual world?
yeah, it's like people build just different, they have different servers, I guess, kind of like Minecraft, and go on there and meet up with people. There's probably ones that are more like anyone can go to, and then they have private ones and shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, you just like create your avatar and just go fuck around or hang out or whatever. I don't know.
Or find a girlfriend and bang. No.
Yeah. Anything you
But it could
want,
be
dude.
like a dude. No, I'm just kidding. Have you seen that Black Mirror episode?
Oh, the video game one where they
Yeah,
like tap into the game.
Striking Vipers
Right.
or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
That
Well, I
shit's
mean, I
fun.
guess that's kind of I I feel like we're definitely, kind of in that time, and we're definitely moving more into it. I'd imagine that's like kind of what the metaverse is.
Yeah. Well, this thing it's Meta Quest is what it says on the
Oh,
box.
wait a minute. Doesn't Zuckerberg own Oculus?
Yeah, Facebook bought Oculus a little while back.
Dude, they're taking over.
So actually, now that I think about it, I'm gonna have to make a Facebook account.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, to even make an Oculus account.
The number
Yeah.
of the beast. No, I'm just kidding.
Bro, they're fucking pulling me back.
The beast system. No.
Dude, it was pretty funny because I was telling my boss when I was like looking for a place, and a couple different times we were talking about it. And one time he was like, it's like, yeah, I come across stuff on the Facebook marketplace and there's these different groups and all that.
Mhm.
And he's like, I'm not a big Facebook person and I'm not trying to push Facebook on you.
Oh.
And I was just like, I thought that was funny. And, because I deleted my my Facebook account. I don't think
Yeah,
you knew
I've done
that.
that. And I've been hacked before. And it's a good thing to take a break from it and unplug.
Yeah. I I just thought that was funny though, because
It's like
he even,
heroin.
well, he even said that, yeah. He even said that to me another time, like those exact words. He's like, I'm not trying to push Facebook on you.
Well, it's like peer pressure because, it does give people dopamine spikes and probably depletes it if they're not
Well,
feeling good about themselves.
not gonna lie, like it's I don't really think I'm missing out on a whole lot, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Um,
really
but there
consume it.
is there is that like there's that little bit of fear of missing out, where you're just like, man, I kind of wonder, like, what are the good memes I'm missing, or like
Yeah.
jokes or whatever,
I mean, it is nice to connect with people that I care about and
Right.
that, friends, family. And then when it comes down, I'm working on, Crossroads, music and podcast and construction, all that stuff. So it's like I do like the business stuff where it's like, yo, this is my business page, and you know, I do like that, but I really my feed was really bad before. Like I would get a lot of things that I did not like.
I mean, I think, yeah, I think if anything, if I did start another account and just be more aware of like what I'm following and who I'm fucking adding and shit.
Yeah.
Cause there was a point where I was like, just for like networking and trying to meet other music people, I just added fucking anybody.
Oh, I've done that.
For sure. I mean that
I was like, I gotta get to 5,000 friends.
right. I
And
never
I was
really
like, I only
thought
really
that.
have like 5 friends in my life, but
Yeah, for real. I mean, it is cool to like kind of be in on how like, you know, everyone is, especially in small towns, and like Montana's kind of a small state as far as just like the people. So everyone kind of knows each other in a weird way. You know, like you'll see
oh
people
yeah.
like talking to each other and you're like, how the fuck do you guys know each other? You know, like I had no idea.
Yeah, because Butte's only a stone's throw away or whatever,
Yeah, and just like, you know, pretty much all the people we know grew up here, and then there's gonna be some crossover in social groups, you know.
7 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
For real, dude. I see it all the time. I'm like, but then people ask me too, like, do you know this person? I'm like, I've never heard that name in my life.
Oh yeah. Somebody's just asked me that the other day. He's actually a cousin of mine. Like I work with like a lot of cousins, which is awesome. I love it. But and in fact, I think it's really awesome. Like the Native American side, all the different cousins,
Right.
and just to feel like connected with that many people. And then when you kind of have that family bond, there's kind of a little initial level of like love or respect for each other. Cause like, yo, we're blood, you know? And
For sure.
so when I think about promoting even like my music and stuff nowadays, I'm really actually just focusing on Montana right now. And because I'm like, you know what? This is home base. And I just focus on creating something good here and something good and successful here. And then, I'll take it elsewhere again, because in the past I was also like, I got to get out there more, and,
Right.
but there's no place like home.
For sure. I mean, I was I was talking to someone about just, you know, especially when I was looking for a place, but just all the new buildings that are coming up and just how much this place has grown just in the past like even 10 years, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because even I remember when like that whole shopping section here in Kalispell, you know, where they have the Home Depot and the Walmart and just all that shit. Like I remember when that wasn't even there.
Right. I seen some other developments out in the valley in Helena that I was like, oh shit, this wasn't here before. I remember even seeing it getting started,
Mhm.
and now there's just more strips, more strip malls, more businesses.
Yep. That's the
And
thing too, is like, because right now there's got to be like 20 apartment complexes going up.
mhm.
And, you know, once the people are here, then there's going to be like mad other shit being built, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it ever stops. I don't
Well,
I
that,
don't
yeah,
see why it would.
that's kind of what I was getting at, is like, who knows, you know, down the road, Kalispell, Montana could be like a big fucking city, you know?
Oh yeah,
It
it's pretty big
might
right
be,
now.
it's growing though, for sure. But like, you know, like eventually everything might just become like a huge city, you know, like
Yeah.
every state or every like chunk of a population all just kind of grows together into like same kind of
Yeah.
shit.
Like we have East Helena, and it's in my mind, I'm like, it's it's just kind of combining. you know, and then even where, at least here in Montana, we have a lot of this open land because of like ranchers and stuff like that. I want to do that one day. I'm like, dude, I would have a hay field. Hell yeah. Why not?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because I'm
For
like,
real.
dude, it doesn't the agriculture, you know, industry is another big industry. I want to get into energy, like solar power.
Hmm.
Because I'm like,
Yeah,
dude, this is key for our survival.
it's true, man. And yeah, that is one cool thing about being back in my own spot, you know, is
How you liking it? It looks nice.
I I'm I'm pretty happy, dude. Like it's hella quiet here, you know, and like when she was showing me around the place, she was like if I was filming it and I could edit all the times she said quiet together, like she was like, you gotta be quiet when you do this, and you gotta be quiet, like just be fucking quiet, you know.
Oh, just to
Um,
respect the neighbors.
well, yeah, I guess the walls are kind of thin, and
Oh yeah.
she was like, yeah, the contractor fucked up when he's screwing the subfloor in. So the floor is like hella squeaky. It's pretty bad.
Oh,
But you know, I was thinking too, I was like, do I live in a fucking
echo
senior,
chamber.
no, like a senior living community, you know? Because it's just mad old people everywhere I look.
Oh yeah.
And plus she's like saying be quiet and all this shit.
Shit, they
Um,
can't hear anyways. No, I'm just kidding.
no, but dude, I love it. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, this is exactly what I want. Like
Dude, yeah. Plus, you
I
can
go,
always, you know, for your music and stuff like that, or your, you know, when you're recording vocals. I mean, a lot of times you record music, it's just in your headphones.
mhm,
But you can just put some stuff in your house to pad it up and hang a
yeah,
tapestry over it or something.
for sure.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, you could get it, you could get a lot done like being quiet too, you know.
oh,
Just
dude,
like
it's not like you're throwing parties.
no, no, for sure. It just sucks because I don't think I really can use my speakers. Because even when
Mm.
they're like turned down pretty low, it's just the bass, you know.
Oh, the vibration of it.
Yeah. So, but
Well,
it's cool.
it's a
Like,
step, you know.
no, for sure. I think I'll probably just do the year, you know, do
Yeah,
the do the lease and probably head to Colorado around this time next year.
nice.
I'm not sure, but
Well,
I'm
it's
thinking
always good
that's
to
what I'll
have
do.
something in mind for the future, but at least you got a new spot now. It's probably nice to just have your own space and,
Oh yeah.
you know, it looks like you got some new appliances in there that are like up to date.
It's yeah, everything in the kitchen is pretty nice. Like she she was like, yeah, don't put any magnets on the fridge.
Oh,
I'm
really?
like, yeah. So
Because just
I don't know.
because?
She's like, I want this fridge to look just like this when you move out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, some
okay.
people are pretty like anal or OCD where they're like, everything must look perfect.
Hmm.
And I know what that's like because, you know, I get new tools or something and it's like, I don't want these fuckers to get dirty, but you use them and they get dirty. And it's like, well,
Yeah. That's the thing is like it's same thing with knives too. Like people spend a shit ton of money on a knife and never use it, you
mhm.
know, which is cool because like you know, if you're spending like $600 on a knife, which people do easily, you know,
Even just like a
um,
little pocket, you know,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This dude, this knife was like 120 bucks,
nice.
but I actually used this one, and yeah,
It's
I
freaking
mean,
me out, man. No,
okay,
what
it's
is
a
it?
it's a Benchmade.
Benchmade.
Yeah, see the butterfly?
Oh, yeah. You got the butterfly on your shirt too.
I know.
You got a butterfly on your arm too.
Yeah, dude. Butterflies all over.
I do. I love butterflies.
Mhm.
I'm not, I'm in touch with my feminine side. No. Butterflies are
Butterfly.
dope. Plus, I'm obsessed with the butterfly effect. What says
Oh
this
shit.
meeting will end in 10 minutes? I have to upgrade it.
They're cutting us off.
Let me see this. I've never had that happen.
Hmm.
And I've been doing this for like a year. Well, not a year, but uh, here, let me pause it real quick so I can look at this.
Word.
Okay, we upgraded the Zoom. 15
Yep.
bucks a month.
Damn.
I know. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to start hooking. Go
Mhm.
back to the gigolo business. No,
Yeah.
no, things have been on the up and up though with the money in my life. I feel good to be working. How about you?
Same.
Work going
Daddy.
good?
Work is good. I mean,
Nice.
I've been like hella tired lately. We had a
Me
lull
too.
there. Oh yeah, for sure.
Pass out. Like,
I mean, that's the thing though, is like you get when it's super busy and then you get used to it, it's not that bad.
mhm,
But if it slows down and then you get used to that, just like kind of hanging out and shit.
right.
Once work starts to pick back up, you're like, oh fuck, you just gotta really fucking get yourself going, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to work out more too
Hmm.
and get myself on a regimen of at least, come home, lift a little bit, you know,
Right,
get some push-ups and sit-ups in.
for sure.
I'm trying to get my six pack looking killer.
Right.
I'm trying to get my biceps and my arms,
Yep.
just everything, for myself and to feel good and,
Yep.
just to, just because I've never really been that guy.
I think it's dope, dude. Like certain workouts, um, they just like feel really good. Like physically, they feel awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like depending on what you're doing, But yeah, like there's this Arnold Schwarzenegger interview where he's like, yeah, every time I lift, I come. Like,
Yeah.
he's like,
I'm in heaven.
yeah, and I'm like, I didn't really get that. But if you're like jacked like him, and you're super strong, and then you're doing these movements where it's like kind of accentuating what you already got, but you're still working it, like you just get that blood flowing through like all your muscles and shit, like your body kind of fucking, you get like a badass body high.
Yeah, for sure. And just I'm trying to build strength too. And
For sure.
just because it's just work and stuff like the physical stuff in construction, it's like, oh yeah, my back muscles
Yeah.
or your leg muscles.
Yep.
Just, I've been feeling it where it's like I haven't been doing this for years. And so I'm like, oh yeah, all these muscles getting used again that I haven't been using,
Hmm.
skateboarding and all that stuff. So yeah, it's just, especially since I'm not getting all loaded now.
Yeah,
So I'm like, well, I gotta do something.
for sure. Dude, yeah. I mean, and that's how you prevent yourself from getting hurt too, is like, because if you got a strong back, you're picking something up, you're not gonna, you're less likely to fucking throw your back out.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, I did. I like strained a muscle or something in my forearm. I was getting back at it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, just all that stuff of if you're not using it, you lose it.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I'll be doing that and just trying to take better care of myself, like vitamins, supplements,
Hmm.
and just do all these things. Cause I'm like, holy shit, dude. I don't know what the hell. For so many years, I was like just killing myself.
Dude. Yeah, it's not sustainable.
No, I don't know. I mean, I guess some people sustain it, but it's interesting how you kind of like, for example, my uncle Lucky. I don't think if he would have got off the booze, he could have died.
Right.
And that's just crazy how substances like that'll work for you. What the hell are you drinking? Chocolate milk?
Don't worry about it, bro.
Oh.
No, it's like blackberry lemonade, those little flavor packets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I do love some chocolate milk though.
In a plastic water bottle.
You never know. You might be like one of those super cheap people, like super cheapskates, where it's like I just reuse the same bottle over and over.
Yeah.
I seen one guy, he's like, I eat everything out of my Yoplait yogurt cup.
Yeah, I've seen that shit too.
I was like, and he inherited like a really nice house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is this even real?
That like cheapskates show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I mean, I don't know. I like saving money, but I also like nice things, you know, like something that's well built, you know, or yeah, just things that are like really well made, you know.
Well, I've been cheap before, and everyone, you know, sometimes I'm still cheap, but I was looking at a new truck the other day, well, a used truck, and they're selling for like 3,500. I still got my old Ford. It's like a 92 or 97 or something.
Right.
And yeah, I can still maintain it and it's good.
Yeah.
But it's old, not the prettiest, which is fine. It's a work truck. But yeah, so I go test drive this with my father-in-law because he's more mechanical and car savvy than me. Although I am trying to get better at that. And he was explaining that to me because the 4-wheel drive wasn't working on this thing.
Right.
I'm like, shit, man, that might be an expensive fix. Or probably most likely is.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you know, just wait it out and we'll find you a better truck. Be more expensive, but it'll be more reliable.
Right.
So yeah, I'm working on that type of stuff. Like, you know, pay a little more for better gear or equipment. And
for sure.
You got a new chair? Have you had that chair?
No, I got this from Anthony actually.
Recently or a while back?
Yeah. Just like a couple of weeks ago or something.
Was it his at home?
It was in his car and he's like, yeah, I need to get this out of my car. So
it was in his car?
Mm-hmm.
How did it even fit in there?
It was all taken apart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was nice.
It's cool. I like the back and it fucking leans way the fuck back too.
It's like a gaming chair.
Yeah, it goes all the way back.
Oh my gosh. Watch TV on the ceiling.
Bro, the shit is actually nice like that.
You'll be in the Oculus.
Just dead.
Yeah.
I was laughing with my cousin about that. Like, I'll just be in here by myself, just like fucking beating shit up with the Beat Saber, you know? I can't wait to try that shit out.
What is it? Beat Saber?
Yeah, it's like Guitar Hero, but you got these lightsabers, and then like every chunk that you hit or whatever, every block that you hit is like a part of the song, you know?
Like playing the drums?
Like it's like Guitar Hero, but like you're slicing these blocks instead of
playing a guitar.
Look up a video of it.
Is it like Beat Saber?
Yeah.
All right, let me see here. All right, let me get my screen share going. Okay. All right, can you see that?
Yep.
And let me know if you can hear it.
Nope.
Okay, hold on. I gotta remember where that little thing was for the screen share. I thought it was just down in the corner.
Thought it wasn't it in the settings or something?
Yeah, because I definitely want to be able to hear it. Here, hold on a sec. Screen sharing is paused. I don't think I stopped the whole thing from pausing. Where is that? Stop share. Okay. I got it going now.
Nope. Bro.
Oh man. Oh my god. That was tough.
Yeah, yeah. Looks so fun.
Dude. You're gonna be like, dude, that's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna be in here fucking working out, bro.
Dude, yeah, for sure. That definitely will be a workout. Plus, it'll be like you'll probably feel like you're going through like traveling through a wormhole or something. Like that rushing, like forward feeling.
Yeah.
It looked pretty hard, like to do that and like slice them all.
I don't know.
You probably get good at it.
Yeah, I'm stoked to try it. It looks, dude, imagine like making a beat and then
Oh, you can do that.
can you? You can play your own beats in Beat Saber?
Oh, I don't know. I was asking like if you can like design one in the game.
Oh fuck. I don't know.
That would be cool if you could just import your music and be like,
Yeah, dude. That'd be hella fun.
well, that sounds pretty sweet. It does remind me of like drumming.
Yeah.
I've been working on my drumming. Hendrix is getting pretty good at drumming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working on. Well, I got new skins. They definitely needed new heads, and I found a double bass pedal at the pawn shop.
Right.
So that was dope. And then my cymbals were shit, so I got like a cheap new set of cymbals. So I'm like slowly trying to upgrade things. But the main thing I did recently was I got drum mics and a different board. Because remember, I was telling you the problem I had was, and I'm on a payment plan. But I was telling you that the problem I had was I wanted to separate all the tracks in FL Studio. So I got that figured out, but I haven't really gotten to testing it. And,
Right. So you mean like the guitar and the drum mics and vocal mics and everything like that?
yeah.
Right.
And then so I finally got it figured out in FL Studio because I was struggling. I was like, why the fuck can't I figure this shit out?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, so finally got it to where it's like channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And
Right.
of course, there's still a bigger board I can get one day, but I was like, dude, I want to be able to record full jam sessions and then go through and edit them out, or just to record drum. I want to record real drum tracks for beats, you know,
For sure.
some types of beats, not all, you know, obviously trap drums and EDM style drums aren't really the acoustic set much, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you do a lot of like even just sections in songs,
Mhm.
you know, or like a lot of boom bap shit is just straight real drums, you know.
Yeah, I would like that too. And hopefully other people will dig it more. You know, they're like, well, I like these beats because, you know, some of these are actually being played like by a real human or whatever.
I mean, honestly, for me, that's the goal. Like, I would rather play everything live, even if it is like some synth shit, you know, like
Synths, I love synths.
or like, I mean, it doesn't all have to even be like a real synth, you know. I'll play mad shit on the computer, but like to be able to play like drums when you want, like live bass when you want,
Mm-hmm.
whip out the xylophone or the trumpet or some shit.
Dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's definitely the dream, is to one day just get all those instruments. Like, you ever see that Mac Miller when he's working on what was the last album? Circles? And he was playing like a big xylophone thing. It wasn't a xylophone, it was something else.
I'm not sure.
I'll show you.
Is it like keys type thing?
Yeah, but they were big. You know,
I'm not sure. I might have seen it
real quick. I got it's that one where he's like in the studio.
Right.
Gotta see what else he.
Yeah, he was actually pretty good on the keys.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I really liked about him, was that he was a musician that he could actually play instruments as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that makes, if you're a creative person like that, then, you know, it just feels better. I like to see that, where it's like, you know, he's playing the instruments. And yeah, you were talking about the synth. I want to show you this thing. I check out, if you ever look into Sweetwater, a musician's friend, and like their financing plans, I definitely recommend it. There's this other app called Klarna too, that you can do like payment plans with. And so it's, you know, obviously been helping me to get my gear and like build credit.
Right.
So this is, I've been wanting a synthesizer pedal. This is a Boss SY200.
Right.
They made a cheaper one too, but I was just like, dude, I want to be able to make those weird synthesizer sounds, like arpeggiation, and I don't even know. It's just like, I just want to make weird sounds.
That's the guitar pedal?
Yeah.
You probably plug anything into it though, right?
You can plug anything like that has a 1/4 inch. Yeah, and
that's dope.
Yeah, and like I recently got a dongle thing for my amp for MIDI to computer. But because I'm like, dude, I'm trying to figure out all these things so I can adjust tones and alter sounds.
Right.
And you know, I love playing like standard styles of music. But then I'm just like, I just fucking want to make some weird shit.
For sure. I'll get, yeah. That's I get that urge all the time. And usually when I'm like, I'm just gonna not even try to make something good. I'm just gonna try to make something weird as fuck. It
Hmm.
always is like pretty cool, you know. I
Right?
always,
Like, dang.
yeah. Especially like if you ever like, I've never done it on my own for some reason, but doing like beat battles and stuff,
Hmm.
you know, they'll give you like an hour to make the beat, and
Hmm.
I always make some like crazy shit. And a lot of the time it's because like, you know, I only have an hour or some shit, so I can't really
Yeah.
think about it. And we have to use this one sample or something, you know, so I can't really like sit and think
Oh yeah.
about what kind of song I'm gonna make. It's just gotta be like on the fly type shit.
We should try doing some stuff like that sometime. What have you seen those beat battles just like with Kenny Beats or some other online stuff?
Yeah, that was the beat battles I was doing for a minute. Was
Oh, you were doing them. That's right. Through
the
Twitch?
Kenny Beats ones. Yeah.
Nice. I've been trying to get Twitch figured out. I'm still working on, doing the gaming stuff with Hendrix
Mhm.
and all that, but he's been wanting the Oculus.
Right.
But I'm probably gonna just have to get it.
Yeah. I seen the spot at Walmart for a minute and it was always empty.
Hmm.
And I was just looking at it and they had all the different shit down there. I'm like, I don't even know what like you all need for it, you know, like does it come with everything or what the fuck? Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, I was just looking into it more and I seen it there and I'm like, I want this.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
what I really want to do is be able to use fucking FL Studio in it. Just
Oh,
throw that shit
dude.
on and have like be surrounded, be inside Fruity
Oh,
Loops.
dude, that would be insane.
Yeah.
I was talking to the homie at work the other day about just kind of that type of stuff of like sound waves and frequencies and just like the note spectrum that we can't really see with our eyes, but how much of a difference it makes to like the ways they affect our body and our mind.
Mhm.
So that's the coolest thing I think about, like FL Studios when you can get in there and actually start to look at the sound waves
Right.
and start adjusting those frequencies. You were really good at that.
I mean, that's like just one of the biggest parts of mixing, really, is just, you know, if you got a bunch of sounds together, just kind of putting them in their right spot, you know, taking out
Hmm.
the low end of one thing and maybe boosting the low end in a different thing. So that thing, that's honestly what's super cool about mixing is um people think it's just like real technical, you know, but it's actually super creative. Like you're making creative decisions all over the place, you know, like with what you're doing with, you know, the vocals or the drums or whatever, you know, like I think it's super fun. Um,
There's an art to it, just like there's an art
mhm,
to playing the guitar
for
or the
sure.
drums. And it's like, because there's people out there that know how to, write a good song or something, but they can't record it and make it sound good through a recording.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then it's interesting. The mix is one thing, the master of
Mhm,
that mix is another thing.
right,
And yeah, it's just, there's a science behind it.
for sure.
That's why I'm like, it pisses me off when these mofos out there, they expect you to do stuff like for free.
For real.
And I'm like, dude, you don't even know. Like, first of all, these programs cost money,
Yep.
and the amount of time and energy and brain power that goes into, studying the craft and the trial and error of learning what's good and what's not good. Yeah,
Yeah,
people just don't understand that. And I'm not holding that against them, but there's some people in this world that they don't respect it as much as others.
I think it's just like anything, because I've even said it before about like construction type stuff. People don't think about their house being built or like the post office they go to being built or whatever, like, but that shit
Hmm.
was, built with like man hours and shit. Like
Oh yeah.
every structure that you see was built. Um, and you kind of have to take things like that for granted. But when you're like someone who is an artist yourself, you know, and you're working with another artist and they're doing something you can't do, and it is something that's like, because mixing is pretty technical,
Hmm.
um, there's a point to where like if you learn enough you can start making like creative decisions, but there's
That's the thing, learning.
yeah, like it takes a long time to even really start learning, because at first all you're really doing is just like maybe turning things up and down, panning shit and just like adding effects fucking wherever you want, but once you actually start learning, like it's, you know you've already fucked around for a minute, and then you start learning, and then all that time learning, and then the time it takes to actually
Apply
do the
it
shit.
yourself. Yeah. Well, Royce the 5'9", you know him, from Shady Records. I remember hearing him say one time, uh, King Crooked has like a podcast, Crook's Corner or something. I don't know. And he'd have like Eminem on there, and he had Royce the 5'9" on there. And Royce was saying, he's like, yo, I'd be in the studio a lot with Eminem, and I learned a lot more about producing music, being there with him in the studio and watching him do it. And then eventually I stopped even rapping for like a year or two.
Mhm.
Like, and I just was producing music. I was just
Yeah,
at home producing music.
for real. I mean, I, I think, and it's kind of the same thing with how I was kind of equating it to construction. Like I have a different appreciation for that shit because I've done it. So I feel like a lot of artists, rappers, whatever, like if they're mixing their own shit or even trying to like just do their own songs from scratch, like that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
give them. That's Anthony's doing that actually. He's been like messing around with beats, trying to make beats and shit,
Nice.
Um, and I
That's
think
what it takes, is just trying.
for sure, dude. Like, I mean, so yeah, it's but also like if you have those skills, you don't have to be making your own shit for that to be useful. Like you could be in the studio and be like, yo, throw this on there
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, like what to say, the terms, and you kind of know.
And when you look at the screen, what's going on, because I know what it's like to look at a screen or look at a soundboard and be like, all I see is knobs and I don't know what anything does.
Right.
But when you understand it and you're like, oh, dude, I know this
For
now,
sure.
and it's no longer just a blur.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it's really useful. The other thing that Royce was saying was that he was like, yeah, once Eminem's like, you should go to therapy.
Mhm.
And he's like, dude, therapy changed my life. It's like, and in fact, I think that it should be a part of recording contracts stuff, is that artists go to therapy. And that changed my outlook on going to therapy too, where I was like, my punk rocker inside of me was like, fuck that. But I don't know, just getting your demons out in a different way than drowning your demons or
Right.
whatever. I don't know. It's definitely a healthier thing.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. Like, I think whatever you're doing, if that's what you want to do, like really that's what you want to do, because there are people who are like, they just want to get fucked up and they're cool with it, and maybe they got a handle on it or whatever, maybe they don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. Like, if that's what you want to do, but if you want to be healthy and shit, like that's cool to me. I think that's
Oh yeah. I've definitely
that's
know what both worlds are like. And when I think
yeah,
about putting on shows and doing concerts in the future, it's like, dude, I don't care if the audience is out there getting drunk and high.
right.
In fact, I'd be like, more power to you. I'm not going to be out there saying you all need to be sober
No, for sure.
and go to therapy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that it's just because it is a great time going out to a concert lit.
Hmm. Fuck yeah, dude.
It's awesome. But sometimes it's just like they say, when the party's over, if you're still, just at home doing it alone, it becomes a
Mhm.
different
Yeah.
monster to wrestle.
Yeah.
But I guess that's life. And
For sure. Yeah.
it could inspire. And that's all I think now is like, well, I noticed like I can create some art, hopefully relate to other people. Yeah, you probably haven't even really had much time to do anything with your move and working, huh?
Not really, dude. Like, I literally just set up my computer and everything. Um,
Like just before this chat.
yeah. Yeah. It was
Well,
just everything was just sitting over here, and my apartment is kind of a mess still. I'm just putting shit away. This is like I just moved in last Saturday.
mhm.
Sunday I can't remember what I was doing. I was doing some shit, but so yeah,
Mother's Day is tomorrow.
that's right. Hmm.
I gotta call my mom,
Hmm.
send her some stuff. And I was like,
Yeah,
I need to get a gift card online or some sort of thing.
right.
But
Yep,
yeah, well, I'm stoked you had enough time and could set up and do a podcast tonight.
for sure.
I don't want to keep you held up, because you probably want to set up your house, play some Oculus.
Yeah, I got a bunch of house type shit now.
Oh yeah, it never stops, right?
I know, like I moved into this place, and then I'm like, oh, I need this and I need that, and like you forget about all the little shit.
Oh yeah,
And yeah,
dude, it's crazy. That's just like the modern era, modern living. You gotta
yeah,
have all those little things.
for real.
You gotta have trash bags. Gotta have a
I know.
trash can
Yup. Yup.
and all that jazz. But
Hmm.
Walmart.
For real. I mean, I'm stoked about just having this right here.
Yeah, I'm stoked you got your own space. It just, because I remember you were talking about moving into your homie's garage, and I didn't think about the uh, bathroom and kitchen aspect of it.
Yeah, I don't even know why I thought that was a good idea. I was just like getting
Getting in
pretty
your own
fucking
space is probably what it was.
yeah, plus just like the whole, I mean, I do not envy anybody who's looking for a place right now. Like shit is so hard.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, not even just you know, having a spot, but not having to look, like that's pretty great.
Dude, yeah, the way it happened was like a blessing. You said you were like, oh, I decided one day to go look for a place and got it.
Yeah, dude. I took the day off of work and somehow just found this apartment. Like I
You got
was
somebody's watching out for you.
mhm.
I mean, that's what I like to think. Well,
I
I'm
mean,
glad to hear it, bro.
yeah. Yeah, it all worked out. Once I get situated and I'm not like mad busy with just moving because I'm kind of moving still. I'll
Right.
probably be more down to do this type of shit more like on the weekdays,
Yeah, cool.
Because now I'll
Well,
be able to
just
come
stay
home
in
and just do
touch,
whatever the fuck I
communicate.
want.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
true that. You just have to be quiet.
I know, right?
You can't be stomping around, break dancing. You'll be up there break dancing in your Oculus. No.
Straight up. No, I'll just go outside with it.
Yeah, do some Tai Chi
Yep.
and yoga. Show the old ladies the ways of the yogi master.
For real. Get them hooked on the virtual reality.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they'll be like, I love this. I'm
For
never
real.
leaving. I am gonna enter, upload into the machine, and I could be young and beautiful again.
Yep. Hell yeah.
All right, brother. Well, you are young and beautiful. You handsome devil.
No, you.
All right. Well, shit. I love you, dog.
Hell yeah, I love you too, brother.
And have fun with the Oculus. I'll talk to you again soon.
Word.
All right.
Oh yeah. Sounds
Peace.
good, brother. Later, bro.